The price of betrayal. In the bustling town of Onitsha, there lived two sisters, Adaora and Chinyere, who were inseparable in their youth. Adaora, the elder sister, was kind-hearted, reserved, and the epitome of grace. Chinyere, younger by 5 years, was bold and ambitious, with a charm that drew people to her effortlessly. Their bond was the pride of their parents until greed and envy began to drive a wedge between them. Adaora married Obinna, a successful businessman, in a lavish ceremony that seemed to set her life on a golden path. They were blessed with 3 children, 2 boys, Ugochukwu and Ifeanyi, and a baby girl, Nkem. Chinyere, however, envied her sister's life, the wealth, the adoration of a loving husband, and the happiness that radiated from her family. Though she smiled in public, her heart burned with jealousy. One fateful day, during a visit to Adaora's home, Chinyere's envy spiraled out of control. As she watched Obinna shower Adaora with affection and dote on their children, a dark plan began to form in her mind. The betrayal. Chinyere sought the help of a powerful herbalist in a nearby village, renowned for crafting charms that could manipulate love and bend wills. With a wicked determination, she paid the herbalist handsomely for a charm to make Obinna fall deeply in love with her. The charm worked. Slowly, Obinna grew distant from Adaora, his once loving gaze now cold and dismissive. He began to show unwarranted affection for Chinyere, much to Adaora's confusion and pain. Desperate to salvage her marriage, Adaora confided in Chinyere, unaware of her sister's betrayal. Chinyere, I don't know what's happening, Adaora said one evening, tears streaming down her face. Obinna has changed. It's like he doesn't love me anymore. Chinyere feigned concern, all while tightening the grip of her charm on Obinna. The situation escalated until one fateful night, Chinyere executed the final phase of her plan. With poison discreetly slipped into Adaora's food, she ended her sister's life, staging it to look like a sudden illness. Within weeks, Chinyere moved into Obinna's home as his new wife. The town was scandalized, but whispers of suspicion were quickly silenced by Obinna's apparent adoration for his new bride. Chinyere, now the mistress of the household, showed her true colors. She treated Adaora's children as burdens, subjecting them to endless chores and neglect. Ugochukwu and Ifeanyi, once happy and vibrant boys, became withdrawn and somber. Little Nkem, barely old enough to understand her mother's absence, cried endlessly for Adaora. One morning, Chinyere woke up screaming. Her body was covered in mysterious marks that no doctor could explain. Her once beautiful face began to lose its glow, and her mind became erratic. She started seeing visions of Adaora, accusing her of betrayal. Why did you do it, Chinyere? The ghostly figure of Adaora would whisper in her dreams. Why did you take my life? Chinyere's descent into madness was swift. She would run through the streets of Onitsha, wailing and tearing at her hair, shouting Adaora's name. The townspeople, who had long suspected foul play, began to speak openly of her crime. Obinna, now free from the charm's influence, was horrified as the memories of his actions came flooding back. He realized how he had been manipulated and how blind he had been to his children's suffering. He took the children to his mother's house, vowing to atone for his failures. Chinyere. Madness was unrelenting. She confessed her crime to anyone who would listen, detailing how she poisoned her sister and used charms to steal her life. The townspeople, outraged, dragged her to the local shrine for justice. Chinyere's fate was a cautionary tale in Onitsha. She wandered the streets, a shadow of her former self, muttering apologies to the wind. Obinna dedicated the rest of his life to raising his children with love and ensuring they remembered their mother as the kind and gentle woman she was. Adaora's story became a legend, a reminder of the destructive power of envy and betrayal. And as for Chinyere, She spent her days lost in madness, her life consumed by the weight of her sins and the unending whispers of the sister she had wronged.